Rob and I are going to practice with these. This is like an antique Kris. Comes from either Malaysia. They're made in Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia. And you can see that the Islanders have a much smaller hand, because I don't have very big hands and I'm barely fitting it here. So I would actually probably prefer to have it over here, but then again, I'm cutting my hand in here. So the idea is to have that curve there, so if somebody else has a blade, they're going through the curve and they're hopefully passing the hands. The worst case scenario, you got a couple little fingers here, but the primary gripping hands are down. This is an awkward grip, because you can tell that it's called a pistol grip, just like I'm holding a pistol. This is only effective right now from this grip for a direct wind attack. But it's good to practice with this type of grip, because again, you never know when you have the enemy's blade, and you got to know how to use it and how to grip it as well. The tree drill, again, I'm focusing on Robert's my target, but I'm only given a small area of acquisition. So this is to enhance my accuracy, because if I just blindly go there, I'm missing the target if the target is supposed to be here. So what I want to do is I'm going to practice some low where I'm just going here. And all I'm just practicing this. Or if I miss, I'm driving it through and I'm visualizing hitting the target. And then I start working my way up. So the idea here is, as simple as it is, it's a small area of target, so I've got to be practiced. I got to be perfect. This lead here, I'm extending. I can also switch leads and practice there if I'm worried about this one going here. Same thing on this, I got to find that grip first, hold it solid, punch, punch, punch. I could also turn the blade this way and punch, and punch. And if I don't have any weapons background or knife background, doesn't matter. If I have boxing background, there's my punch. There's my punch at an angle, like a hook punch, or hook it in here, or uppercut, or downward, right? Or a kickboxer, spinning side fist. Now here, these aren't very sharp blades at all. I'm touching it, it's not very sharp. The primary is that puncture. So they could be on the ground, puncture it down in there, just dig it and drive it and drive it and drive it and drive it all the way into their body. Robert's gonna practice that. Just take your time with it, starting everything out really slow. Robert can see how hard it is to get the hands in there. Definitely for a smaller wrist person. So again, he's driving it through with the right lead and the left lead, with the right hand with the left hand. Every so often he'll turn the wrist sideways just to practice that. That gives you a little bit more surface area. If he misses, he can practice driving it through as if he's going through the opponent. You can practice in the ground too. If he's down and you stab them to the ground, puncturing it into the sand and driving it through the body parts. Do a couple on the ground, going into the soil and driving it into the dirt. That's their body. You got to know what it feels like to have resistance. Good job. So practice that, and Robert can see how easy, because it's so thin, even driving it through dirt. Actually, if that were a body, that'd be very similar going through or going between the rib cage. Practice that.